Okay, class, today we're going to discuss sales tax. Now, you're probably not as familiar with sales tax as your parents are, but sales tax is basically the additional amount of money charged on items people buy. So when you go to the store, the price you see on the shelf is actually not what you're going to pay here in Utah because we have sales tax. And so you have to go up to the counter and they put it into the register and then it adds an additional amount. That is called the sales tax. Now, if you lived in Oregon, they actually don't have sales tax, and so you would pay what was on the actual shelf. Okay, so let's talk here about our notes. First of all, there's a hint. Anytime a percent is missing, please use percent of change. So whenever you're missing a percent, please use percent of change. Most of these you'll be missing the percent. I shouldn't say most of them. Some of you'll be missing the percent, some you'll be missing the original price, some you'll be missing the total price. And so it's just a matter of trying to find what it is you need to. All right, moving down, sales tax. So here in our notes we have some steps and then we'll do some together and pause and tries. First of all, our example, a gym bag costs $24 and has an 8% tax. What will be the final cost of the gym bag? So first of all, we know we have our percent. They give it to us. It's right here. Therefore, we are not using percent of change because we know what the percent is. Okay? So we're going to follow these steps. We first multiply the original cost and the percent of tax. So basically you're saying 8% of $24, right? So you want to know how much you're going to have to pay in sales tax. This gives you the amount of tax you will pay, okay? So that tells you how much tax you'll pay. So with our example up here, we're going to take 24 and times it by 8%, or if you don't like to use the percent key, which I would prefer just to type in 0.08, we have to move our decimal and make it move our percent and make it a decimal. All right, anyhow, when we do that, and I'm just going to grab this calculator, we get 24 times 0.08, and we see that it's 1.92. Now, what does that mean? Well, that is finding the amount of tax we will pay. So in other words, we will pay $1.92 off of $24 at 8%. Okay? Now, number two, because our question is how our final cost, okay, not how much tax, we need to then add this number to your original price. And so our original price was $24. Plus the 192, and that gives us a total of $25.92. Now the reason why I'm adding, because it's a sales tax. Tax adds on. If it was a discount, which we're going to talk about in a couple days, or tomorrow I guess, it would be actually the opposite of that, subtracting. Okay, and then finally this is your answer. Okay, and so we know that we're going to end up paying a final cost of $25.92. All right, let's go down here to our togethers, and then I'll let you pause and try these ones on your own. Here we have the original amount of $20. The sales rate or tax is 6.25%, and so to get the total price, I take my 20 times, I'm going to change it to a decimal, 0.0625, and that's going to equal my $1.25. So in other words, I'm paying an additional $1.25 on that tax. This is about the sales tax in Utah, so if you were to spend 20 bucks, that's about how much you would pay in tax. Now that's not what I'm asking for total price, so I then have to take the 20, add the $1.25, and my final answer is $21.25. And that is how much I would pay for the item. Okay, let's do the next one. $95 times my 8.75%, so I'm going to put 0.875. And when I do that, I get $8, and when we're talking about money here, we like to round to the nearest hundredth, so $8.31, because that 2 is smaller than 5. And so I would say that gives me $8.31. Okay, now that's not my total price, that's just the amount of tax. So then I take my 95 plus my 831, and I get $103.31. And that is my answer. Okay, now you see that this one's a little bit different. We have the original and we have our total price, but we don't know how much tax we paid on it. So once again, if you are missing the percent, use percent of change. Well, here in this problem, the percent is the sales tax, so we are missing it. So let's remember percent of change. I like to do the new over old minus 1, so that's the way I'm going to do it. If you like the other way, that's fine. You can do it that way. So I'm going to do my new, which is $12.39, over my old, which is $12, minus 1, and then remember we have to make it a percent. So here we go on our calculator, 12.39 divided by 12, enter, minus 1, enter. We see that we're going to then move our decimal, so we would have 3.25%. So this really equaled 0.0325, and then I moved my decimal 2 places, and now it's right here, and that's therefore what it equals. So that means that on a $12 item, paying 3.25% tax, I'm going to end up paying $12.39 total. All right, I want you to pause. I want you to try these ones on your own. When you come back, you'll have the answers. Sorry about that, class. I forgot to turn the music off. Okay, here is your pause and try answers. So the first one, you notice that I had to use percent of change because I was missing the percent. And then I just multiplied the other two and added them back in. All right, if you have any questions, come with them tomorrow.